So as you can see behind me, this is my house here. I bought it this past December, right before the housing market really got kind of crazy. So I feel pretty fortunate about that. And yeah, got it under asking price. So imagine that. 15,000 under asking actually. But yeah, it's a little town called Lutz outside of Tampa, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes from Tampa. And it is on a small lake, which I'll show you a little footage of that later. But yeah, I wanted to talk about my project that I've been having in my mind when I first bought this property. As you can see, I'm going to flip you around here. It has a 2-car garage. I do keep 2 of my cars in here, but as you can see, it's your standard 2-car garage. I have not been doing a lot of projects in there. Been mostly doing some projects with the rest of the house, some landscaping. This house was built in 1979 and it was completely rehabbed in 2017. And so the inside is completely redone, and the inside's open, the floor plan's all open. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home, and it is on about 1 acre. What to do with the garage. So as you can see, I have my 3 cars parked over here, kind of just mocking up some spaces. And really I have two spaces I think that would work best. Kind of where the cars are parked now. Obviously this is going to be detached from the house, and I don't have enough room adjacent to the house. It's just not, it kind of tapers off, the lot kind of tapers off and gets a little bit narrower the closer you get to the house. So really my 2 options are, and they're not going to be giant garages or buildings by any means, but you know, probably something for 3-car, 2 plus 3 cars. So, and they might need to be a little bit more less deep but more wide. So one option is over here where I have the cars set up here, and I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of my personal cars here. So and the other option is essentially in front of the house here. Let's see if I can get there. I have to be far enough away because that mound that you see is the drain field, because I am on a well and septic. And because Florida in the water table, a lot of times you'll see that the drain field is elevated to, you know, to be high enough from the water table. So, oh, I almost stepped in the fire ant pile, which is a very Florida, Tampa thing. So anyway, the other option is to be right here. And essentially what I would do is have the shop face, the garage doors face the house. So driving down the long driveway that does need to be replaced. There's Lucy following me. Hey, Luce. The downside of the shop being in front of the house is when you're driving to the house, or when you first pull up to the driveway, you'll be seeing the back side of the shop. Now, with some landscaping and lighting, and maybe, you know, you could put a couple of windows, you could make it look pretty good. Once you pass the other shop here, you would have, you know, concrete, another driveway going, and having the cars park in that way. Once you get past that, you're essentially kind of in between the house and the garage, and have a little bit of like a courtyard feel to it, if that makes sense. So those are my 2 ideas. Right now, I still have to figure out the setbacks. I believe the setback is 10 feet from the property line, which, you know, for this little side lot, it would not, you know, there's not a lot of space. So maybe something like a 20 by 40 shop would work. 20 by 30, something like that. I have to figure out, you know, more about the more dimensions and how much space I would want um, inside the shop and for other things. But that is kind of my thought process. The driveway definitely needs to be redone. It's really broken up, and I think that's about 100 feet of driveway, so that is not going to be cheap either for concrete. What is cheap these days, honestly? Quick rundown. So here's my 2012 370Z base model. Did some upgrades, kind of my fun track auto, well, when autocross was happening in Tampa. Fun car. And then my 2017 Expedition, which I just did a lift and bigger wheels, bigger tires. That's my first foray into anything not sports car modification wise, so that was kind of fun project. It looks pretty good. We might do some off-roading trails around in the Florida area and see what with that. And then my 2019 Golf R, and that is all-rounder car. It's such a great little car. It's APR tune and some Audi wheels and springs and yeah, just a fun, quick little rocket, honestly. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But thanks for watching, and if you got any opinions or comments, drop them below. Thanks for watching.